Just leave a map note here for myself to add that cruiser. I know what that means. Right, so on to Russia. Well, I could get 9 infantry here. Which I might do, actually. I think I might. Well, we'll go pure infantry this game. Or this round, rather. Let's do that. Just this one round. Do I try and kill the sub? I can't remember. Did he have his thing on submerge? Did we attack one before on this? I can't remember. I might be thinking about a different game, actually. Am I thinking about a different game? I really don't know. Screw it, I'm going to try it. I can't remember. I have a feeling I attacked something somewhere in this game and he submerged the sub, so this might just be a waste of a move for a Russian sub. We could bring it down, but fuck it, we'll go. we'll try it. Alright, so here, let's do this 1-2. I'm only going to attack Ukraine, so I want to try and keep them out there if I can. I guess we go... I'd feel much comfortable with an artillery, but I'm going to go 2 infantry, just trust the planes, which I should never do because the planes suck. But there we go, let's try it. Alright, so you're just submerging, I'm assuming you are. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Well, at least we know now. Wow. That was awesome, okay. Respect. So coverage, just block you off and put you here, I guess. Okay, all hands to West Russia for that. Even the tanks have got to go in, unfortunately, at this point. There is pressure mounting, so... My one concern with doing this, obviously, is India being a target for a snipe. And I don't think I've got the resources to defend that, possibly. We shall see. Planes are going to be useful to hold the ground. Yeah, I think planes could be the way for a second. I think what I'm just thinking another bonus of the med truck in this situation is if he's building tanks, he's got less infantry, so trading is going to be harder for him to do. It's going to drain his infantry numbers, quicker. So if he can start draining them off, that's going to be really good. Really good. I also actually, hang on, I quite like the position of his infantry here as well. If they were in Karelia, Baltic, then he'd be putting them into Karelia for next round. I don't think he can get, or maybe he can. Yeah, he probably can actually. I'm just thinking he's going to be pushing, he wants to be pushing forward and reinforcing. But can he get away with this stack on its own? Can it hold on its own? If I could maybe even strafe it possibly. We'll see. See what he does with that. But that could be interesting. We could possibly strafe that if he goes all in for that. And still maybe have enough to hold against the main stack in Karelia. We'll have to do some numbers on that, I think, but that could be a good way to kill off some guys. But yeah, I think we just need to start trading hard now if we can. Start trading hard, drawing some infantry back, and hopefully we should just weather the storm initially. That's always the problem with the tank rush, is weathering the storm initially, and then once you get some guys on the ground, you start holding it. It becomes quite easy to win the game in the end, but we've got to get there first. Because the tank rushes are no joke. They do, they can finish you off quick, so you've got to respect it. All right, let's go with that, I guess. Forgot to do the attack power thing again, but still. So 169 for the Axis currently, 156 from the Allies, not bad. Although Germany's still got to go. Yeah, so fingers crossed, Medshuk. Okay, back for UK 3 against Diano. So for Germany, he went for 6 infantry, 3 artillery, 1 fighter. The fight by is quite nice. It makes things tricky. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull off the med this round. Or at least not pull it off until I've been waiting here for too long, I don't know. It seems awkward. The problem is as well, he's put the fighters into France, which means he's on 8, 7, 6, 13, 14, 15. They're all in range. The 2 spaces away. Well, some of them are. So these fighters can range everything. Plus he's got a sub in Season 2, so on Season 8 there's quite a lot of forces trained down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oof. This is so awkward, dude. This is super awkward. The problem I've got is I I could set up for the Med Shock, but then I can't defend Season 13 just yet. I'd have to wait. So I'd have to defend 15 to push in now, but then 13 would be left with 1, 2, 3, 4 against 6, which is not good enough. I wouldn't feel comfortable with that. So likelihood is that Season 13 dies and kills some transports, which is not great. There'll be too many transports here to sack, I think. There are a few ways of looking at this. I could either just abandon the Med entirely and just leave it, pull the fleet to 8, drop some more fleet and stuff, reinforce the Americans, go to 10 and just prep for a Finland shock instead. Makes things a bit awkward logistically. I think I might probably sack a transport just to get Morocco. Really wish this guy had died. It makes it so awkward to deal with, but I think I might just sack a transport to take this, possibly. Go to Northwest and just try and not mess up our logistics too much. Very awkward. It's good defensive positions for this plane to makes things a bit trickier. The one thing it has done is it means it's my odds on West Russia are far kinder, because he's got 5 planes that are on range, so that's one bonus. So West Russia's looking a bit healthier than it normally would be, but yeah, I think I might just transition out of the Med. Not that I was ever in the Med, but the idea of going to the Med, I think I might just go to Finland instead, because we need to start knocking off these really quickly, because round 3 is already like the last round. I want to be capping these at the latest. We're not going to get them this round. I could get Norway in this round if I wanted to. But it would mean, again, stacking a transport, which I don't think I'm prepared to do just yet. Don't think it's quite worth it. Stacking 2, definitely. 1, maybe. So what we suppose we could do, we could play a bit stupider. We could go planes into Morocco to wipe the tank, let the UK infantry finish it, or take Morocco. Sack a transport to Norway. Yeah, it's just a bit messy. Let's get a UK fleet up. Screw it. Let's do it. So we're gonna go. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So obviously need some US support initially just to get it up with these guys. Yeah, okay, I like that. We'll take Northwest. We might sack a transport for Norway. Possibly, we'll see. Might be worth it. Let's go with that. Screw it. Obviously 3 guys for... We're also dropping in a flame for that as well, so we can fly in 2 planes over to West Russia. So I'm going to leave the guy here for now, because he's going to be... If we go for the sacking of the bomber plan, he'll be needing to just to quickly grab Morocco, so let's just do this. Let's go with 1 guy for now. Can't hit Burma because I've got no air support. I'm not going to go with 2 units into Burma. That seems excessive, so I'll just wait on this until I've got some planes coming down. The sub's not necessary here to defend this, so let's pull back. We'll have 3 defenders versus 1, obviously. You can go there, there. Just need 1, and the rest can go here. 2 go down here. Pull everything back. Let's leave you there for the time being then. They're fine where they are for the time being. Okay. Okay, we're going to leave 11 infantry there, essentially. 2 tanks, 2 fighters. Okay, that's okay. That's like, yeah, I might put up the odds again. So that's India by 80%-ish. So West Russia currently, it has, it's currently got, okay, it's actually more than a planned for, so 7 fighters currently. Okay. So Russia can, with 7 fighters, Russia can afford to trade a few territories. They can afford to trade possibly Novo if they go for that. I'm going to leave probably Kazakh for the UK. That's why I'm putting guys into Persia early here. Just prepping for that. Again, I think probably, yeah. I might just go for the plain sack, just to make it easier not to waste the transport. It's wasting a bomber in a sense, but I don't think the trade's quite as bad. So end of UK round, 165, 183. That's definitely still ahead right now, but I like the fact we're getting the fleet up now. I don't like delaying this fleet for too long. You really want it up just as soon as possible, round 1 or 2, if possible. Round 3 is late. Yeah, this a few of his moves have been quite good for delaying me here, but yeah, I think we should be fine to start trading bits off quickly now. We'll grab these 3 hopefully round 4. Okay, US 3 against Diano. So for Japan 3, he went for 6 infantry, 2 artillery, 1 complex, which he put, I'm assuming it's, okay, East Indies, interesting, and mobilised 2 artilleries to Kwantung. Okay, so still on 3 transports, but he's got 2 complexes up. This is interesting. So it would indicate India pressure, but he's still moving towards Moscow, so a little bit unsure about this move. I think we may have to respond quite quickly down here, possibly, with some fleet, I think, and some reinforcements. If he drops a transport here, he may be just thinking about Madagascar and bits around here. I don't know. I don't know what his plan is really, but we'll see. But he's pushed into Kazakh pretty hard, actually. So I've got enough guys nearby to hopefully deal with that. Maybe not cap it, but at least hopefully kill the infantry on that, because I've got 5 ground with 6 supporting fighters, so that's not too bad. So I should be able to wipe that pretty cleanly. So we'll clear that out, slow them down a little bit. Yeah, no real issue with West Russia, as I said, because of these 5 fighters being out of position, but next round we may have a problem, depending on where his fighters go. So we shall see, but yeah, we'll deal with it. I'm going to have a few more US fighters nearby. I'm going to have fly one in from the Season 13 fleet, and also this one's here, so yeah, we'll make it work. Anyway, on to the US. So I've gone for 5 infantry, 1 artillery. I've gone for 2 transports more and a sub, because I had a bit of spare income. Not enough to get in the transport, but, you know, extra 6. We've got no US sub in the Atlantic. It's something, sorry, Pacific. It's something I want to change maybe in my profile, because I know the higher level players like Yan and people, they have the sub in 53, or their profile set on US 1 to submerge subs, even with the fleet. So then, because if people go for Pearl, then you lose that fight, you know, pretty much guaranteed every time. So it means you can use the sub on the counter attack on US 1 instead of maybe using the battleship, or, you know, also using the sub when it's most effective on attack, as opposed to having defending on a 1, you're attacking on a 2. So it's just a better way to use it. So I might have to modify my profile to reflect that. Actually, that's probably a better thing to do in the openings. But anyway, I'm gonna get a sub. I'm going to leave the med. I don't know how smart it is, but I'm going to leave the med alone and just go for Finland. Screw it. I'm going to try and kill this tank here. I'm not going to suicide the plane. I will suicide a transport, though, because I want this bomber alive, I think. It's going to be more useful to me down the line, so we'll do that. Not a lot of combat to do here. Just going to try and cap Morocco. Apart from that, I think we're pretty much good to go. Right, I could finally kill this tank now, hopefully. I wished I killed it last round, but still. Good. I don't like sacking a transport. I'm not in the habit of doing it, but I think in this circumstance, it just, to avoid just problems logistically, I'm going to do it. Ugh. Move you there. Just support here as well. So big drop coming up. So we currently have 5 transports. We have 9. We have 10 ground there. That's perfect. And I've built enough for this transport that's going to go back here. I think the one transport I'm bringing back to 11, I'm probably going to ship into South Africa. I mean West Africa, but the southern area of Africa, to try and reinforce early, because this may be early Japanese pressure against Africa, possibly. So get some guys landed in there early, maybe. That'd be a good thing. So we've got a spare few guys, I think, or a spare plane here. As I said, West Russia is comfortable. We don't necessarily need that plane in there. One thing I did think, because he's pushing in with Japan to Moscow, I feel more comfortable having the tanks in West Russia, because I know, at least currently, he's going for Moscow, so there won't be an imminent, jump on India. So they can help out here while I trade other things. So I'm actually comfortable with 13 infantry defending here. Okay. Send it. Obviously, we've got the destroyer in season 10 to block the sub from sneaking through to hit 11, which would have been disastrous. No sub here, it could have just snuck underneath and killed all three. So, yeah, that's why destroyers are very important in this game. Very important when subs are about. Okay, that's good. Again, I don't normally buy subs as well. I just had an awkward number of IPC left, so it kind of made sense for me to do it here. And it's nice to have a few subs in the Pacific just to cause some slight problems. If I can, I want to try and get this sub into the 61 fleet, because the destroyer's down south, so if we can get it to like 58 next turn, and if the destroyer here doesn't move back, we could try and get it in there, because I think some people I'm not 100% sure on the rules for subs. So it can often what you'll find for a less experienced player is they'll try and attack the sub in a season that has 3 transports, which are not going to do a combat drop. So if they're only non-comming, then they can't move, because if there's a battle conducted in the same season they're sitting, it classes them as being involved in the fight, so they get stuck for a round. So we can possibly get away or cause Japan to have one round of missed shipping that throws them off slightly. So we'll aim for that with that sub if we can. See what we can do, but it depends on where the destroyer goes, because if the destroyer is nearby, we can't do that. Obviously, we need to pick a spot where we can slip into the fleet and not get killed. Yeah, so we'll try and do that. See what we can do. Right, we all good? I think so. Send it. So 23 to spend.